Alrighty, welcome back. People say that, right? No, I won't say that. Okay.
You need to come up with a name for it.
To what? Addie's Bedtime Stories?
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to Addie's Bedtime Stories.
But see, well, you would have to make that a channel then.
Yeah, I can't do that when I'm just on our regular channel. Anyway, here we are, Tuesday, not Wednesday night, and we're reading the Disney Bedtime Story, Bedtime Favorites.
You can say it's one of the Mr. and Mrs. Pereira.
Ooh, Mr. and Mrs. Pereira show, yeah. Okay, so last night we read what, Addison Grace? We read Chicken Little, remember?
I did.
So tonight we're going to read the Aristocats. You like cats, right? Let's see what page they're on. 213.
You read that one too.
Yeah? Alright. What number is that?
36.
36? No, not really, but okay. We don't have a lot of time. These stories are long. Okay, page 213, which is 213. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we are. The Disney's Aristocats, the Coziest Carriage. Not cottage. Carriage.
I like that cat.
You like her? She is pretty. She's a pretty little girl cat.
I don't want her.
You want her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like her.
One day, O'Malley and Duchess took the kittens to visit their dear friend, Scat Cat O'Malley, or Scat Cat. O'Malley lived in the same neighborhood as Scat Cat back when they were both alley cats.
Wait a minute. Is that cat?
I think that's Scat Cat right there.
Oh, it is?
But then O'Malley had met Duchess and her kittens, Burlois, Turlouse, and Marie. He liked them so much he decided to become a part of their family. They all live in a grand mansion with their kindly owner, Madame Bonfamille.
Mommy, I have that.
I know I'm saying that wrong, guys.
That, and now I'll have this.
Okay. Even though he'd moved, O'Malley liked to go visit. Wow, I'm all messing up tonight. His old pals. I must be tired. Scat Cat lived in a junkyard in a broken down carriage that had once been very grand. I just told you. I don't know which one is which.
That one?
We'll have to see when we get to more into the story.
Mom, is that him?
No, I think that's O'Malley. I don't know. That had once been very grand. Now the spokes on the wheels were damaged, and there was an enormous hole in the roof.
I don't know his name.
Those are the kittens. Alright. Still, as far as Scat Cat was concerned, it could not have been more perfect. I feel free here, he told the kittens. I can come and go as I please, and when I stretch out on the cushions at night, I look up and there are stars twinkling back at me. The kittens had a grand time playing with Scat Cat in the junkyard, but when the sun went down, they were glad to return to the soft pillows, cozy blankets, and warm milk at Madame Bonfamille's. You'll love it here, said Burlouse. Well, Scat Cat said, thinking it over. That's a mighty nice invitation. Don't mind if I do. He plopped into an armchair. Huh? No ripped cushions here? The kittens scampered up next to him. Of course not, Marie said. Madame would never allow worn-out chairs in her house. Only the best furniture will do. Addison, we're reading a story. Your hair is great. Scat Cat nodded. I guess everyone just has a different idea of what the best is. Little lady. Me, I prefer cushions with the stuffing coming out of them. But who knows? Maybe I'll get used to this. Come on, hon. You're messing up the story. Would you like to paint with me? Turlouse asked. How about I play a little piano music, volunteered Burlois. Or you could sing with me, Marie offered. Now, children, Duchess said. Scat Cat just arrived. Let him settle in a bit. This is Scat Cat right here. This guy with the hat, he's Scat Cat.
Oh.
But after just one night, Scat Cat didn't know if he would settle in. The life of a house cat just wasn't for him. Everything at Madame Bonfamille's happened on a schedule. Meals were at 8 o'clock, noon, and 6 o'clock sharp. Naps were from 9 to 11 and 1 to 4. Outings took place at 4:30. The rest of the time was spent in the house or in Madame's small walled garden. The old cat was used to coming and going as he pleased. Do you know what I miss the most, Scat Cat said with a sigh? My old carriage. What I would give to be able to look up at the sky and count the twinkling stars as I drift off to sleep on those lumpy, worn-out cushions. Honey, I can't read if you're hitting the book. It was hard for the kittens to imagine how any cat could like a broken-down carriage better than a soft, cozy bed. But that's what Scat Cat had come to love, and that was good enough for them. I just wish there was some way we could get that carriage back for him, Marie said. Maybe there is, Burlois said with a grin. Follow me. He led the kittens to the drawing room where their mother was relaxing. Can we go to the carriage house, Mama? Burlois asked. Well, their mother replied, you are supposed to be practicing your Italian this afternoon. But it's for a surprise for Scat Cat. Two Lois said. I'm destroying these names. All right then, Duchess said, but just for a while. A few minutes later, the kittens were inside Madame's carriage house. For some time now, Madame had been complaining about her old carriage. It's not even worth repairing, she had said one day. With this in mind, Burlois climbed into the carriage, unfurled his claws, and gleefully pounced up on the old upholstery. Come on, dig in, he said gleefully. Toulouse and Marie joined him. And in no time, the kittens had the cushions looking like the ones in Scat Cat's old carriage. Don't forget the roof, Marie reminded her brothers. The kittens raced up to the top of the carriage where they jumped and bounced to their heart's content. And finally, after a triple backward somersault, Toulouse came crashing through the carriage roof, making a hole the size of Madame's parasol. Hooray! Cheered Marie. Just then, Madame walked in. She looked at the carriage and smiled. It's worse than I remember. At last I have an excuse to buy a new one, she said. Take this carriage away at once. That evening, the kittens got permission to take Scat Cat to the junkyard. I don't believe it, Scat Cat exclaimed when they showed him the new home there. The seats are even more torn up than the ones in my old carriage. And look at that hole in the roof. It's perfect. How can I ever thank you? Just promise you'll come back and visit us again, Burlois told him. And maybe have a little...
read that one.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty. And maybe have a little warm milk on hand when we come to see you. It's a deal, Scat Cat replied. The kittens visited with their old friend until the moon began to rise. Then they waved goodbye and headed home to snuggle beneath their cozy blankets. In his new carriage, Scat Cat looked at the stars and smiled contentedly.
Mama, at the end?
Before drifting off to sleep.
Mama, at
The end. It is the end. And the next story is Sleeping Beauty. That's Sleeping Beauty, right? Aurora?
Aurora.
I think that's Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, I love you.
I love you, Piggy.
Good night.
Good night, Piggy.
No, no. All right, don't get wild.